Good morning. We are live and heading over to Tennessee. Very excited to take our little virtual field trip to visit one of our partner studios, our first partner studio in Tennessee. And it's very exciting to be traveling like this. This is the most traveling I've done, and it's from my home office because it's the world we live in now. But thankfully, we have this opportunity and we can meet our partner studios, find out what's going on across the country. For anyone, we are actually based in New York City. So I love hearing about what yoga studios, their stories, what's going on. And let's see here. Is this you, Philip? All right. All right, so let's see if Philip is joining us. The time change is always a lot of math involved because just figuring out we had, a presenter the other day from Australia, and that was the most challenging one to try to organize. 6 a.m. her time was 3 p.m. our time the day before. So this time their trip is a little bit shorter. We're just going to Tennessee. And we will be talking with Philip, the founder of Renegade Yoga, who is one of our partners there. So let's see if we can have him join us. All right. Give him a couple more minutes the buttons are always a challenge. And we'll see. So it's actually a beautiful spring day here in New York. Finally, we're getting a little bit of better weather. When our issue comes out in September, it should be really nice as well too. So we're excited about that. It will be a print issue, a print magazine. So we are print and digital as well. For people that aren't able to pick up a copy, you can pick up a actual physical print copy and enjoy it in your home when you're hanging out. All right, so I see Renegade Yoga is here. So let me see if I can send them a little invite. And let's see if we can. Hi, Philip, good morning.
Oh, you've got me.
I've got you.
Oh, hold on. This is Jeff.
You're Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
We joined on the browser, but
Oh, yeah.
from your invitation on the Google Meet.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Okay, so I should go to
your reminder.
Let me go to your Instagram page here.
Perfect. Are you in the studio right now?
Yes.
Oh my God, your ceilings are gorgeous.
Oh, the whole thing is gorgeous. Okay, how do I get to you here? Go to your, let's see.
Go to the little circly thing on top and it should be lit.
Yes.
And
oh, I'm doing it from the laptop. It might be a different interface.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Can you do it from your phone?
Well, you know what? I can. All right.
I mean, you're on right now. Do you want to?
Yeah.
There we go. We're all set. Just
let me hold on. I need to get
device.
Okay, I'm seeing who is all on here, and I want to get rid of those. So, well, that's okay.
There he is.
Hi.
There's Philip.
Hi. How you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning.
What time is it for you guys?
10 o'clock, just after 10.
Oh God, we're in the same time zone. I'm like, what time is it over there? You're like the same exact time zone. I can't keep anything. I don't even know what day of the week it is anymore, to be honest. I don't know anything. It's all confusing to me. So show us your beautiful studio. Can you walk around? I see beams everywhere. I see gorgeous ceilings. It's gigantic, your space.
Well,
wow.
I'll just do a turnaround.
That is amazing. I mean, I'm coming to you from New York City, where our studios are probably the size of your bathroom.
Right.
So
We got a
that's,
garage door that opens to the outside. It's really
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
How
it's
many people
huge.
can you fit in there?
at
Well,
least 50.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if we crammed them in like some other studios do, we could probably get
70.
60, 70. I don't know the square footage of it, but Philip can tell you the
Yeah, we
history of the building.
determined that we could probably squeeze 70 in here if we had to. So,
That's amazing.
yeah,
That is, and how long have you guys been open?
5 years in April.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So tell us the story. How did you start the studio? What was your previous life before you were a studio owner and founder? Share with us.
Okay. About 30 years ago, I started teaching yoga in Knoxville. There wasn't a lot going on in those days, so I was one of, if not the, I was definitely the first vinyasa-based teacher in Knoxville. And through the years, I taught at various places I worked, doing massage, and then I actually opened a business in early 2000s with a friend of mine called Side Crow Yoga, and that went on for about 8 years, and then we moved to a new location. When that new location kind of fizzled out, I started this with a couple of good friends of mine who sponsored me, and extremely grateful to them. So it was kind of fulfillment of a lifetime goal or dream, to have a show, and they helped make it possible.
Wow.
Sean King, good friends of mine, and yeah, it just kind of all came together at the right time. So yeah, so I've been teaching Vinyasa style yoga for, this is my 30th year.
Wow.
Yeah, and we here at the studio, we teach that. That's one of the primary things we teach, but we also offer, yin style classes. We offer Buddha yoga and a variety of different approaches. I mean, it's inclusive to all levels, beginners and advanced people alike. So, yeah.
And I love that you even offer pay what you can classes. So you really do make this an accessible practice.
We do, yeah. Our donation-based classes are for first responders. We have that on Thursday evenings, and then on Friday evenings we have a sober people who have found sobriety and will help to maintain that through their yoga practice.
Wow. So how is that? Do you have talks as well with your sober classes, or how is that a different class? Is it just, what's the criteria?
Yeah, it's very motivationally based, and yeah, the person who started that, Heather Hutchinson, she's in recovery as well, and she's a very magnanimous personality, and she's she's developed a great community of people around her that that come regularly and really benefit from it.
Wow. And how was Tennessee with the lockdowns and the shutdowns? Were you shut down for a really long time? Were you guys able to stay open? How did it work out for you guys?
Compared to New York, we were very, very loose down here.
Yeah.
And we were closed for about 6 weeks.
Wow.
Initially.
Yeah.
Then we started doing online stuff.
Okay.
Zoom classes, and not shortly thereafter we were able to start again, with masks or face shields, and so we really, all in all, we maybe missed a couple of months of regular practice. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And do you still offer the Zoom classes? Because some studios have just been like, no, we're done with Zoom, and others have really embraced it to continue.
No, we don't. We're a really hands-on studio. One of my personal specialties is doing adjustments. So we we don't do those anymore. We're grateful that we were able to when we needed to. Yeah, we're definitely back in the studio and very hands-on. So.
Yeah, and it's so interesting how all the different studios have reacted so differently. Like, you're one of the ones that is just like, no, not for us. And I've talked to a couple of studios where that's the same case with them. The community is a really in-person community. So
yeah. I mean, we haven't had any problem with COVID in the studio. So it's been, maybe initially a few people came down with it, but all in all, it's been a very healthy and normal time for us this past couple of
Yeah.
years. So.
And while you were shut down for those 6 weeks, what did you do personally? Like, did your personal practice change in any way? Did you take a break?
Extra time, that I normally don't have. So that was nice, so probably a little bit more introspective work, during that time, getting things together that I'd been kind of putting on the back burner. And so it was a valuable time for me and a lot of people I know. So, yeah. I enjoyed it. It was kind of like a little mini vacation, I guess you could say.
I mean, 6 weeks, that's a manageable amount of time. Like, we were in lockdown for like 8 months. So that's like a lot. I mean, we had a different situation. We had to, but I mean, 6 weeks, I would have been like, okay, if someone had told me that that's what was coming, okay, take care of some things in the apartment and, organize what you've been putting off. But then it just kept going on. And we're still
I'll tell you what, remarkable that studio survived after 8 months. That's I mean, that's a real tribute to your perseverance for making it through that.
It really, they shut down. It was one after another when we first went into lockdown. And it was, it was impossible with rents and all the situations. People didn't know what was going on. And every time one of our partners or, I know all these people personally, it just, my heart would break. It was like I got punched in the gut because these people, they pour their hearts out into their studios. These are their babies,
Yeah, for people that own yoga studios, it's their life,
Yeah.
So that's hard.
Yeah, it really is. I'm so glad you guys are doing well and everything. And so did this building exist before and you sort of took it over as a studio, or did you build it?
We were going through the process of trying to find a appropriate space to do the studio in, and this building was kind of a last thing of the day that day, and it wasn't even on the guy's radar. He says, "Oh yeah, I've got this spot over here," and as soon as we saw it, we knew it was the perfect place. It was amazing. It was just it was kind of meant to be.
Yeah.
And we had to renovate it. It was some type of factory before we moved in, but it worked out really well because it's got office space in the back, and we have 5 massage therapists in addition to our. So it worked out beautifully.
That is amazing. So for people that don't know, you're in Knoxville, Tennessee. Is that correct? So people like me who have never been, how would you describe the area of Knoxville? What's it like?
We're right in the heart of the Smoky Mountains, which is the visited national park in the country, actually. So we're kind of in the valley of the mountains. So it's really, in many ways, it's kind of a vacation or trip destination place. So we have a lot of people coming in from out of town, but we also are just a really, intimate kind of small community of people, kind of Appalachian style people. The University of Tennessee is here. And it's really a college town in many ways, but it's also kind of a destination place because a lot of people that go to the Smokies end up coming through Knoxville and spending time here. And yeah, it's just a really wonderful place to live. Low cost of living. Beautiful springs and
I was gonna say, what is the best season for those of us that want to travel now? What time of year should we go visit you?
Definitely spring or fall.
Oh, okay.
Fall particularly is it's a time for tourism in East Tennessee. Yeah, just beautiful colors and lots of flowering trees and stuff in the spring, and yeah, it's a really beautiful place.
I love that. It's I haven't gone much of anywhere for 2 years, so I'm excited to now start exploring all these places and exploring my own country. It's like this magazine is such a fun opportunity to go to all these places that I've wanted to go, and now we know people in all different parts of the country. It's so much fun.
Why don't you come visit us? We'd love to host you.
We have to in the fall now, apparently, because that's what you sold it.
Festival, actually.
Which festival?
September 24th. Yeah, we've got a bunch of space, grounds that is unusual for yoga studios.
Yeah.
So we're actually gonna do a festival this fall, September 24th, and
amazing.
So we're gonna have people from the community come in and do various things and sell products and have food trucks and music and offer yoga classes, and it's gonna be really nice. So maybe you could
Yeah, I mean, that's perfect. The issue comes out in September, so that's a perfect opportunity for us to pop down and say hi.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Love
I
that.
love it. I love it. And is it the first time you guys are hosting a festival?
It is, yeah. First one in Knoxville to our knowledge. So
What? That's amazing. Oh my God. They're a lot of work.
yeah. I mean, there have been other smaller festivals, but we're going to
Yeah.
be doing kind of a more not just yoga based, kind of more inclusive thing for the community, for the alternative community, I guess you'd say, in many
Yeah.
ways. Yeah, the healing community. So yeah.
Is that what inspired you to start your own festival? That it was going to be a little bit different or more unique?
Well, we have all this space,
Hmm.
and we need to use it, and we've
Yeah.
got like huge grounds out around the building, and it just seemed like the right thing to do. And we want to really, one of our primary things that we do here is we're trying to develop a kind of an all-inclusive community,
Hmm.
like-minded people, so we want to bring in people that aren't necessarily yogis, but may like to practice every now and then, and can benefit from yoga and the larger yoga community. So we thought a festival would be a really good way to kind of promote that.
That, I mean, and it's such a great introduction. I think one of my early introductions was through a festival, and you get to try all different types of yoga and meet people. And, maybe it is something you do every day, and maybe it's something you do once a month. And that's something we're always trying to share too. It doesn't matter. Just try it at least.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just get your foot in the door.
Yeah. I love that. Anything else you guys are excited about that you want to share that's coming up?
Yeah, we're just finishing a teacher training, Yoga Alliance teacher training. We got another one coming up May 21st, 200 hour, and we're going to be doing a 300 hour next January. So that's kind of a new thing that we've added the past couple of years. I teach that along with a friend of mine, and Cashel Steigerwald, and I've also got what I call a deep dive class. It's getting ready to change. The new name is going to be Life is Guru, and it's an exploration of the more esoteric side of yoga, and just kind of ancient wisdom and astrology and Jungian psychology. We
Oh,
blend
wow.
together into a 2-year program that is kind of a unique thing as far as I know. It was a vision I had about 6 or 7 years ago, and it's kind of come to fruition recently. So I'm going to be doing that with a good friend of mine named Astral, and it should be starting in June.
And that's a 2-year program, you said.
Yeah.
I mean, because with all that you're covering, I'm glad that you're not like, and in 30 hours you can. I'm like, something like that, you need time.
It takes that long to really integrate the information.
Yeah.
Really, the information that's shared in that program is kind of a lifetime of exploration. You get an introduction to these different topics and ideas, and then you continue to study that personally on your own if you feel inspired for the rest of your life. Yeah.
I love that. The theme of our first issue is inspiration. So who and where do you get your inspiration from?
Wow. Initially with yoga, I was really inspired by the first generation Ashtangis in the U.S. Guys like David Swinson and Richard Freeman, Tim Miller. Those guys, I kind of consider them my mentors in many ways. Interestingly enough, a lot of my personal inspiration comes from music and certain musicians that I've
Oh.
and music and yoga can be very similar. It's all about getting into flow state and being as present in the moment, with your life as you can. And I've always found, particularly a blues artist named Stevie Ray Vaughan. I honestly, I pattern my sequencing and the way I do my classes around the way he plays his music. So
Wow. Yeah.
thing is maybe a little bit different than a lot of people would do, but it always resonated with me in that way, and that's kind of how I've always gone about it.
So your flows are very powerful, strong. I can see if you're playing Stevie Ray Vaughan, it's not, laying on your back.
Yeah, it's very. well, it's very young for a majority of the class, but there's also some yin elements in there too. I try to blend it so it feels balanced, you know, but we definitely have very upbeat, powerful, strong music as part of the practice, for sure.
I love that. Your playlist must be so good.
You know, that's a big part of what I do. I make a new week, and it's just yeah, it's a really central aspect of my sequencing in my classes. So
yeah, I speak to a lot of teachers, and it's almost like the sequencing starts sometimes with the playlist, and then it kind of goes around that, but it's definitely a key part of
yeah, it's a really important element because it has motivational qualities and calming qualities, and you know, all the things that you want to kind of integrate or blend together in a class. So
yeah,
super helpful. Yeah.
Yay. Well, thank you so much, Philip. It was great chatting with you. Can you give us another spin around your space? I want to see more.
Absolutely. Jeff do that. He's the expert on spinning.
Hi, Jeff. Thank you.
Yeah, hi. So great that you wanted to do this.
Yeah, I love it. I feel like I'm traveling from my office. Like I'm with you guys. I'm in this beautiful space.
Yeah.
I'm not in the loud city.
So I'll take you here now, well, in the lobby. So this is what people see when they enter. This is our check-in desk there.
Beautiful.
And this is our front window where we can see everyone coming and going.
You have so much natural light. It's absolutely beautiful.
This is where we have our massage rooms. This is Tristan here. And the lilac room is Anita. Then we have Molly, that's Philip's lair back there. This is Jeannie's room. And our massage therapists are phenomenal. Wow. They're also talented and they're always booked. So that's a good sign.
So is it the kids and the kids? Is it the university students that are booking these massages, or is it just anyone in the community?
No, actually not so much. Interestingly, the University of Tennessee has so many athletic and fitness programs that they offer the students. We don't get as many students as we'd like to. We do get some. Yeah. And we have partnered with one group in particular called UTK Charge, CHAARG. They're a national fitness sorority that have outlets on campuses all over the country. And so, you know, we offer them free classes to their groups.
Oh, wow.
On a schedule, and you know, we've seen some of those young women come back, but it's always great to have them here. We also partner with a company here in Knoxville called New to Knox, where they curate group tours around town with mostly women, I would say, who are new to Knoxville and looking to find out what's fun and interesting around town. And so we host their groups here as well, and that's been really fun. And what else are we doing?
Gosh. We're doing a lot.
Yeah, we're reaching out a lot. And it was just kind of, you know, wonderful timing that you approached us, and we're happy to be partnering with you. So
well, I love that you guys really you really have a sense of community. I mean, there's definitely, you know, people that are offering things to first responders. You're really integrated with people that are moving to the city. Like, those are things that are important to me. You know, small business owners, you know, I feel like we all need to stick together. It helps us all.
Yeah. Philip wanted me to show you our prop wall here.
Yeah, it's interesting because this was already here. So it was like perfectly set up for the props. All we had to do was just paint it, and we had it. You know, it was great.
We have a big pile of bolsters here, which we use in our yin and restorative classes, and yoga nidra and meditations. Then we have our wall of mirrors here, which were brought in by our lead Booty instructor. If you're familiar with Booty Yoga,
yeah.
Carrie Foltz-Gray really started the Booty movement here in Knoxville, and Carrie was formerly the manager. She stepped down back in the fall, and I have that position now. But Carrie brought the mirrors here, and they're a great addition to the studio because they bounce a lot of light around. And then we have our disco ball up here.
Oh my God.
Which we love to turn on. And at nighttime, it just like really lights the place up. I don't know if you'll be able to see it much right now, but We have a lot of fun with that. Oh, it's not coming on right now. Oh, wait.
What is one of your most popular classes lately?
Can you see that now?
Oh yeah, I see the blue light.
Well, Philip's classes get a very high number of attendees. Philip has 7 classes a week, and he is our lead instructor, and he's been teaching longer than anyone. So he has a great following. After that, honestly, I have to say it's our sober yoga class on Friday that gets the most attendees. And it is in large part, as Philip said, due to Heather and her outreach to the community. But she's also, she's just such a magnetic person. I call her the Pied Piper. I was like, you know, Heather, you know, you could go sit in the middle of traffic and people would come and watch you, just do nothing. But we also get a lot of attendees to that class who are not in the recovery community just because they like the vibe and they like her. And they like supporting that community. So that's a really wonderful thing. And then, as Philip pointed out before, this is our wonderful garage door that we can open on warm days and let the fresh air. And you can see all the space and the land that we have here to use. So your festival will be indoors, or it will be, I guess, both. A combination? Yeah, it'll be both. We'll be using the indoor-outdoor festival, the grassy area, the parking lot, and then we'll be having classes in here. And yeah, we're just piecing it together, so we don't even have all the details yet. But Philip, myself, and Iris Hammond, who's another one of our instructors, will be working on that with me. She has a lot of experience in event planning and fundraising for nonprofits, and so we're really looking forward to getting into that. I love that. I'm so excited. You guys are doing amazing stuff, and I honestly, I'm going to come down there soon. So yeah, please.
That'd be great. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, well, maybe you could coordinate your kickoff party with our festival. It actually works out really well. If you have that date confirmed, we can that's definitely a possibility. Because September 24th is really ideal for us. And we'd love to see, and I selfishly just want to see the area and see your studio. So we'd love to have you. So we'll stay in touch and try and make that happen. Thank you so much. And you know what, small businesses, thank you for for supporting your communities and, you know, providing a source of healing and inspiration for Knoxville and now the whole country, because you're with us. So you know, one more thing I'd like to mention. There's another program that we have. Every morning we have an early morning modern Ashtanga workshop that is led by Lauren Logan, who used to be an instructor in New York. And also Robert Lilligren partners with her on that, and they do a wonderful job, and we're really proud of that program as well. That's amazing. You guys are doing great stuff. Thank you so much.
So nice to meet you.
Yes. Have a great day. We'll keep this on our Instagram, and you guys can follow through and watch anytime. Thank you, everybody.
Okay. All right.
Have a good day.
Bye, Anna.